The blind rancher did not turn toward her at once. He sat on the edge of the narrow bed, broad shoulders stiff beneath a threadbare shirt, hands resting open on his knees as if he were waiting for permission to exist in the same room. The fire popped, throwing warm light across the cabin walls, and she realized he could hear every small sound she made, the hitch in her breath, the nervous brush of her skirt. "I hear you," he said quietly. His voice was rough, shaped by pain and long silences. "And I promise, nothing happens unless you say so." Her name was Eliza, and she had crossed 3 territories to get here, sent west by relatives who called her practical, as if that word could carry all the weight of fear she had swallowed. She had imagined many things about this night. None of them had prepared her for gentleness. He shifted, careful, as though the world might break if he moved too fast. The bandage around his ribs showed beneath his shirt, proof of the wound that had nearly killed him last winter. She had learned the story from others on the trail, how he'd been blinded saving a neighbor's child, how the ranch had nearly failed afterward, how he'd answered a marriage notice not out of hope, but necessity. Eliza stood, then hesitated. "May I sit?" she asked, surprised at herself. He nodded at once, reaching out but stopping halfway, fingers curling back toward his palm. "Where?" "Here," she said, guiding his hand to the edge of the mattress. His touch was warm and unsure, and when she sat beside him, their shoulders brushed. The contact sent a tremor through her chest, not fear, exactly, but the awareness of being seen in a different way. Or perhaps not seen at all. "I won't rush you," he said again, softer now. "I don't know what you've been told about me. Or about this." He gestured vaguely, as if the idea of marriage itself were a fragile thing. "But I know what it is to be afraid of pain." She studied his face, the pale scars at his temple, the eyes that did not focus yet somehow felt attentive. "I'm not afraid of you," she said. "I'm afraid of getting it wrong." A faint smile touched his mouth. "Then we have that in common." They sat like that for a long moment, listening to the wind outside. When he spoke again, it was with care. "Would it help if we talked first?" "Yes," she said quickly. "Please." So they did. He told her about the land, how he counted steps to know where he was, how the horses recognized his voice. She told him about the river near her childhood home and how she used to read by lantern light. With each word, the space between them softened. At last, he turned his face toward her, not reaching, only waiting. "Eliza," he said, saying her name like a promise. "We can go slow as you need." And for the first time since she'd agreed to come west, she believed it.